welcome to another episode of Cooking with Dusty, or Keto Cooking with Dusty. Dusty's Keto Cooking. Yeah, like it. Let's do that one. So Dusty's Keto Cooking it is. I don't know. Maybe if you have a different opinion, feel free to share in the comments below. Anywho, so today I am doing the buffalo chicken soup. And I posted about it on Facebook yesterday. I was excited about it. So today, I've kind of had the crock pot running. So I'm going to kind of run you through what I did. So enjoy. All right, so first thing that we're going to do is ignore the cooking portion of the recipe. Well, you don't have to do that. And the recipe will be listed below. But this is what I did because this was easier for me. And it made more sense on a financial standpoint because buying chicken in a big thing where you get like 4 to 6 pounds of chicken is way cheaper than buying a rotisserie, and then you don't have to deal with all the mess and all that other stuff. And so if you have the time, do about 2 to 3 pounds of chicken in a crock pot, and then I'll explain what I did. So that way it makes sense when we're tearing this apart. So I came home today on lunch and threw 2.5 pounds of chicken in my crock pot with 48 ounces of chicken broth and a packet of ranch powder mix, which is about 2 tablespoons of ranch powder. So what I'm gonna be doing now with these bad boys is taking the chicken breasts out on the plate, shredding it, and putting it back in. And this is why I like the crock pot. Literally all I'm doing is just pushing it down with my fork and it's falling apart. So I will get this done, and I will be back in a minute. All right, so after we've shredded all the chicken, it goes right back in the crock pot. Don't drain any of that wonderful juice that's in here. Okay, we can set this aside. We don't need that anymore. And we really don't need this anymore. Pick up some of the chicken. All right. So we need 2 cups of heavy cream. So this is exactly 16 fluid ounces. Pour that bad boy right in there. Now, do not, if you're doing this in the crock pot, do not put this in there while you're cooking chicken. Because if you scorch the milk, then you get this weird, like, funky texture to it because the milk breaks, and it's not good. I mean, it tastes fine, but it just has this really weird texture. We're going for 2 cups of cheese. Shredded cheddar cheese specifically. I'm using a 1/3 cup measurement in spite of it seems like I'm putting so much in there. I think that was 4, 5, 6. Same 1/3 cup measurement. I like to reuse things so I don't have to get more stuff dirty. We are going to be using hot sauce. And I'm using cayenne pepper sauce. It's I mean, you guys know this bottle, but anyway, I'm using Frank's Red Hot Original. And this is going to be 2/3 of a cup of the hot sauce. Now, if you like celery, you can opt in and also put in a couple of stalks of celery. Just dice it up, throw it in there. I don't particularly care for celery very much, so I chose not to. Then, half an onion, half of a medium onion specifically. Two tablespoons of butter. And 3 cloves of chopped garlic. And that's about all I had left on this bad boy. That's all that's going in there. Probably a little more than 3 is what I'm using, but I love garlic. All right, and that's it. So I'm gonna mix this up. I'm gonna let this sit for probably, I don't know, an hour-ish. And I'm gonna put it on high. So let's see. Put that bad boy on high so it can get, boiling a little bit. Put the lid back on after I mix it up, and we'll be ready to eat. So this has been sitting for about an hour, and I have to tell you, the smell coming out of this. I told you on the last video, YouTube needs to create some kind of smell-o-vision because this is insane. And the taste is even better. This is so good. I couldn't wait the full hour. It smelled so good I couldn't help it. I literally fished a bowl out and I've already eaten. It was so good. And I got everything input into the Senza app, and the recipe says this makes about 5 servings, but I think it's going to be a little more than that because it's actually in a pretty large crock pot. I don't know, once I start dishing it out into my serving dishes, then we'll see. But it's absolutely delicious, and I am absolutely impressed. And if it were 5 servings, which like I said, I think there's more than 5 servings, but if I were to break this up into five servings, it would only be 7 net carbs per serving, which is really good for as big of a meal this is actually going to end up being. So alright, so as you know, I like to try to have stuff ready for meal prep. That way all I gotta do is grab and go. And these are actually serving size containers, from what I understand from when I purchased the boxes from Amazon. So I think there's gonna be more soup than there is containers, but we'll see as I fill these up. By the way, that's what this stuff looks like. It's so good. All right, 5 containers. They are full, and they're going in the freezer. And that concludes the buffalo chicken soup. It's delicious. And I think that we fell on a name for this series called Dusty's Keto Cooking, and I dig it. So like I said, if you have any opinions, feel free to comment below. Anywho, I'm getting this stuff in the freezer so I can get some water in the crock pot so I can have it ready to get cleaned. Other than that, I'll catch you on the other side. Thanks for watching.